Last week, the major stock indices edged higher. Some of them even managed to hit fresh record highs. However, there are already signs of waning upside momentum due to the rapid spread of a new strain of the coronavirus called Delta. At the beginning of the current week, futures tracking the key stock indices began to decline amid Delta virus outbreak. Therefore, this trading week is going to be interesting. Stay tuned to learn about the situation in the stock market and the latest forecasts. During the previous week, the Dow Jones Industrial Index was trading in an upward trend. The market was supported by investors' hopes that higher inflation will be temporary as the economy continues to recover from the pandemic. In addition, the index was backed up by Joe Biden's announcement of a bipartisan agreement on a massive infrastructure plan. Against this background, the index advanced to 34,500 points on Monday. However, its subsequent correction was triggered by negative news about the fast-spreading new strain of the coronavirus. Nevertheless, analysts expect the Dow to trade between 34,200 and 34,700 points this week. Last week, the S&P 500 notched its biggest weekly gain since early February. Currently, the index is trading near its highs, approaching 4,290 points. In case U.S. labor market data to be released on Wednesday turns out to be upbeat, the stock index will have every chance to hit a new peak and consolidate above the 4,300 points mark. Likewise, the NASDAQ Composite Index posted its strongest weekly gain since early April. On Tuesday, the quote reached 14,500. After a mild correction, the index is expected to break this mark and trade above 14,550 starting tomorrow. This scenario will play out in case positive economic data comes out in the United States, and we will closely follow the report. Let's now move on to an in-depth review of stocks. In fact, tech stocks produced the best performance in the previous week. Facebook shares deserve special attention as the U.S. court on Monday dismissed antitrust complaints against the company brought by the Federal Trade Commission and attorneys general of 48 states. As a result, demand for Facebook shares increased among investors and they gained in price. It is also true about Etsy shares. The American e-commerce company announced the purchase of Elo7, Brazilian online marketplace that allows its users to buy and sell handmade products. This decision triggered a spike in the price of Etsy shares and turned investors' attention to the company. Meanwhile, Boeing shares lost 3.4%. The U.S. Federal Aviation Administration warned Boeing that it will not certify the 777X airplane until mid to late 2023. The announcement triggered a sell-off of the company's shares. Nevertheless, the quotes are believed to recover. This marks the end of our weekly stock market review. This week, traders will focus on the publication of the June unemployment report in the United States. The unemployment rate in the country is expected to fall to 5.7%. In fact, this is a positive factor for the market. At the same time, the new Delta COVID-19 virus is weighing on the market because if the situation gets out of control, indices will stop rising. You've watched Weekly Financial Review on Insta TV with me, Anna Kasatkina. Stay tuned.